Hello internet people, welcome to BTEP. In today's video, we are going to discuss on how you're gonna choose the right fry. Not that, but the right Flowerhorn fry. Yes, we are going to tackle on how you are going to choose or pick the right Flowerhorn fry for you. But first, let's take a look on different varieties and example of a Flowerhorn. We have the Thai Silk, the SRM or the Super Red Monkey, or the ZZ or Kampa that is common in pet shop. Let's focus for these types of Flowerhorn that you can buy for cheap price to expensive price in common shop or a Flowerhorn breeder. And now let's talk about the ZZ, because these are the fish that getting their head big, as in really big. Let's take a look for common defects of a Flowerhorn fry. Yes, you may encounter some fish that have defects, so when choosing a right Flowerhorn, take a look for these common defects that you can find easily. Of course, we don't want a fish like this, and for example, I have purchased a Flowerhorn that have a disaligned mouth. At first, I didn't notice this, but as the fish grows up, I see my Flowerhorn mouth is not proportioned anymore, and this is a lesson for me to check first for any deformation on a fish. So next time, look at them closely. And another thing, you can look for the fish eyes and make an eye-to-eye contact, because some Flowerhorn fry don't have a proportioned size of eyes, and some fry as they grow, they develop some kind of catarata that lead to the blindness of the fish. So these are the most common defects that you can see while choosing a Flowerhorn fry. Let's start on finding a good quality Flowerhorn fry. When picking a Flowerhorn fry, you can focus on different things. First, you can look at the head of the Flowerhorn fry. Look for a hump shape on his head. This is also called a waterhead or a cock. And sometimes you may encounter a fish that don't have a hump at all. Most of the time, the hump develops within the first month to third month of a Flowerhorn fry. Second is you can look for the plumps or the black marking in the body of your Flowerhorn. This is located here and here in the head of your Flowerhorn. And sometimes those plumps is breaking as the fish grows big. So it's better if you choose a fry that have a thick black plumps in the body. And also to mention, those plumps is exceptional if you are looking for a pre-marking Flowerhorn fry. The next criteria to look for is the pearls. Sometimes you may get a Flowerhorn fry with this kind of pearl like a small dots in the body. And this kind of pearls, also this kind of pearls, but the best option is to choose the Flowerhorn that having the most pearls in the body. Another tip is to look for the fry that have the pearls in the top of their eyes. These are the common Flowerhorn that turning this pearl to exo or crossover pearls in their head. Next is the body shape of the Flowerhorn. It's better to choose a Flowerhorn that having a wider body rather than a thin body. And also choose a Flowerhorn that is not too short and not too long, just a proportioned body. And for the color, you can choose the one that have more intense redness in the body. And at the end, these are the choices and tips that you can use to pick the right Flowerhorn fry. And for more videos, don't forget to subscribe and like this channel and ring that bell button.